Ram Rananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Rananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Rananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Rananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Rananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Rananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Rananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari 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 Yashodanandana Brajavana Nandana Yamuna Tirabanachari Yashodanandana Brajavana Nandana Yamuna Yashodanandana Brajavana Yamuna Tirabanachari Yashodanandana Brajavana Yamuna Tirabanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajavana Nandana Yamuna Tirabanachari Yashodanandana Yamuna Tirabanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna श्री 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 राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय। श्री निताय गौरंग भगवान Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai, all assembled devotees ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanand. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चना गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम Rama Rama Hare Hare Nukum karoti vachalam pangam langayate kirimit kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Apavitro Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yat Smaret Pundarikaksha Sahabhyantaram Sache Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna. Chapter 16. The divine and demoniac natures. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Abhyam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodhas Tyaga Shantir Apaishunam Daya Bhuteshvi Aloluptyam Marthvam Hirir Achapalam Tejakshama Dhriti Sauchyam Adroho Nahi Manita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Abhijatasya Bharata. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Please repeat the translation after me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness. How do you spell this? Covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy, and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. Hare Krishna. It's a long purport. Prabhupada is giving, explaining each one of these aspects. So, the last chapter, Lord Krishna ended by explaining who is he. Right? He started the chapter talking about what is material world, upside down, and then he talked about what kind of people come to him. What kind of people come to him? The people who are, very clear in their goal of life, who are able to take shelter of Vedas, Shastra, right? What kind of people come to him? He explained. And then he explained how he is maintaining this material world as a sun, as a moon, as all the elements, externally, internally. How is he maintaining this material world, right? And then he explained at the end that the one who understands this, that I'm giving everything to him, knowledge, forgetfulness, remembrance, I'm giving everything to you. Please utilize this to come back to me. And he explains that one who comes back to him will never return again. Very important information is given. And then he concluded that I am the source of everything. Again, he concluded. Right? I'm the source of everything. Don't get confused. Confusion मत रखो. किसके पास जाना है? कृष्ण ही एक है. कृष्ण ही एक है. Right? Lot of actually in our Hinduism we have lot of confusion. कितने लोग हैं? एक ही है. There is only one. और ऐसा बोलने से we are not trying to reduce religion to singularity. Actually, the truth is that ईश्वरः परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारण. Right? This is being very clearly explained. There is no confusion or anything in this at all. So Krishna explains that please take help from me to come back to me. In a very humble way, saying, "Madad to le lo bhaiya, akele nahi aa sakte. You have to take help from me." And now, after explaining who he is and we are supposed to worship him, now he's telling us through Jnana Yoga. This is also part of Jnana Yoga. He's telling us how do we know where do we stand? अपना current position क्या है? Because if I ask anybody, Prabhu, how are you? Say, I'm good. Right? Did you say anybody in the morning? How are you? I'm bad. So बोला है कोई नहीं बोलता ना. Even Saddam Hussein will tell I'm good. Even the biggest criminal, serial murderer also will tell I'm good. So who will tell you're good or bad? And how do you know? How do you know whether you are good or bad? कोई तो बताए. If you tell your children today something good for them, they'll tell you are bad. And it's been happening for ages. We also told our parents, you are bad. I'm good. So Bhagavad Gita in this chapter, Lord Krishna is telling who is good, who is bad. Now you can't go and tell Krishna that you are wrong. Of course, there are some people who also say that. I don't believe in Bhagavad Gita. Whatever Krishna says, let him say. I am good. Right? Now Krishna in this chapter is telling who is demoniac, who is divine. What is the definition of divine? Sadhu किसे बोलते हैं? Who do you call a godly person? Who do you call a good person? A godly person is supposed to be good. It's a different thing. Our Bollywood movies have made horrible things about godly people. Right? The villain is always a person with a big tilak and and trying to do atrocious things in society. ऐसा बना दिया. Over a period of time, they have made us lose respect on godly people. Without our awareness, they have done it. And today we don't have respect towards them. Big deal, somebody has come. We don't even want to understand who is a godly person. We don't want to understand how to behave in front of a godly person. We don't know. Because we don't know what is the meaning of godly. Because everybody thinks I'm good. Everybody thinks I'm good. So Krishna here is making sure he tells us what are the qualities of a godly person. Right? So he's saying he's fearless. A godly person is fearless. Fearless means what? He'll go and stand in front of a train? No. He depends on God. Fearless means he depends on God. In every situation of life, he'll go in front of Krishna. Krishna, please, you take care of me. I cannot take care of myself. Whatever is happening with me, whether it is bodily, anything. Fearless person is not a mindless person. Fearless person is a person with full faith. जिसे यकीन है, he is a fearless person, right? Next he says purification of one's existence. He's always looking for learning lessons from all the places. He looks at anything and he learns a lesson from that, right? Because he wants to purify himself. He wants to cleanse himself. He wants to purify himself. So he's very observative and he's very inquisitive, and he is willing to change. Purification of his existence is his goal, right? Like a swan is standing in the water on one leg. Have you seen a swan anytime? Stands in the water in one leg. Water is flowing, standing like this. And small fishes are going. It doesn't do anything, it just calm. Big fish will come, it will go and catch that. And it will eat that. Now you can say, Prabhuji, वो तो non-veg खा रहा है, उससे क्या सीखे? No, the sadhu learns from that also. The sadhu looks at the swan and he says, small unnecessary things in life we should not get bothered. We should be fixed like a swan. The most important thing, focus on that. And what is the most important thing? Going back to God. That is the most important thing. Remaining all things will happen. Chalega. I learn this way or that way. I'll get money this way or that way. That's the most important thing. How will I earn? How will I earn? How will I earn? You'll learn. Don't worry. Krishna will take care. If you are sincere in what you do, you will get work somewhere. You may not get lakhs of salary, but you will get enough to fill your belly, fill your stomach. That much will be there, always. So, purification of one's existence. Third, cultivation of spiritual knowledge. He wants to understand that he is not this body. And he wants to cultivate knowledge in relation to that. Alright? He's focused on spiritual knowledge. Material knowledge, you get it. You go to school, go to college, go to university. But his cultivation of spiritual knowledge is always the focus because he knows that I'm not this body, I'm something else. So I want to know who I am, from where did I come from, where will I go after death, why is disease coming to me, right? Why is old age coming to me? Spiritual side. A godly person is very inquisitive. Charity. Charity doesn't mean just giving money. Charity means to give away your attachments. Wherever you have attachments, you are trying to give it away. Right? People are attached to money. So they say, give money. Give some money. Don't keep all the money. And if you are keeping all the money, that means you don't want God. Right? Too much money. I mean, I'm not saying every rich person is away from God, but richness is a very dangerous thing in this material world. Extra money will only keep you away from God. Dependence on God is very important. A Brahmana is never supposed to keep money with him. If somebody gives him money, he should go and put it in hundi and next day morning again buy. Because if he keeps too much money, he'll never be dependent on God. It's a quality of Brahmana. Self-control. One has to put effort to control his senses. Senses will also always demand something. Always it will demand. No, I want to control my senses. Self-control. And it also includes anger, controlling our anger, controlling our thoughts, controlling our anxieties. Very difficult. When tension comes, how will you stop it? It's very difficult. But a saintly person, a godly person knows how to control. Performance of sacrifice. Performance of sacrifice means to perform austerity. Voluntarily, I will perform austerity. I will follow Ekadashi. I will chant holy names. Chanting of Krishna's names every day. Whether I like it or not, I will do it because that will purify me. Performance of sacrifice. The greatest performance of sacrifice is Harinam Sankirtan in this age of Kali. Right? Study of Vedas. Religiously, obediently, regularly, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Sit down and read Vedas. Not just on Sunday morning, many other times, every day. Sometime you should dedicate that I want to read Vedas. Because Vedas are given by whom? Vedeshta sarve aham eva vedhi. Vedanta krit vedavit evacha. 15:15. We just finished that shloka, 15th chapter. I am that Vedas. I am the compiler of the Vedas. I have given these Vedas. If you study these Vedas, you will know how to correct yourself and you will know how to come back to me. All the secrets are there in the Vedas. And the most last shloka of 15th chapter, he says, I have revealed you the most confidential part of the Vedas. He tells that at the end. Which is what? Coming back to me. I am the whole and soul. I am that supreme person. You have to come back to me. That is the most confidential part of the Vedas. Right? Study of the Vedas. Austerity, we already discussed about it. Simplicity, being simple. What does it mean? What is the meaning to be simple? Nobody wants to be simple these days. Everybody wants to be complicated. What is the meaning of being simple? Anybody? Huh? To think about what is simply necessary. Yeah. To think about simple living. Simple living means don't complicate, don't depend on too many things. Just be satisfied with what you have. Right? And be naturally close to the nature. Don't go away. Don't create artificial things. Right? Simple living, high thinking. In summer, if I don't have AC, I will die. No, you will not die. Nobody died without AC. Right? In winter, I need a heater. No, it's not like that. Just cover yourself with good wool and clothes and you'll be good. Right? I will need this, that to eat. No, you don't need all that to eat. Just eat what is there. Naturally, what is there. You don't have to multi-process, multi-refine. No need. Just eat what the way God is giving. Simple. In everything, you choose the simple way of living. Simple. Right? Non-violence. Don't harm anybody. Don't become an obstacle for anybody. Right? Let people do what they're doing. Let animals do what they're doing. Let birds do what they're doing. Right? And most important non-violence is don't be violent on yourself. Right? Now what is the meaning of don't be violent on yourself? What is the meaning of don't be violent on yourself? Yeah, anger will kill you. Yes. And love yourself. Yes. Huh? Controlling anxiety, controlling your emotions. Don't be violent on yourself. This life is given to you to prepare yourself to go back to Krishna. If you deviate from that path, you have to take birth again and again and again. Don't deviate from that path. If you deviate, that is violence on yourself. Different way of looking at it. Right? If you deviate from spiritual path, that is the greatest violence you are doing to yourself. Forget about all other violences. You're going to come back and die again. Come back and die again. Is that not violence? You're doing violence on your soul. Your soul wants to go back to Krishna, but your senses want to enjoy in this world. You're allowing your senses, you want to enjoy your senses, your body. But the body is going to cheat you one day. It will cheat you one day. It might cheat you when you're 40, when you're 50, when you're 60, but it will cheat you. But you're not seeing that cheating. You're going on serving that body, but you're not thinking about the soul. Is that not violence? It is violence. There is violence against the body, there is violence against the soul. Violence against the body includes your health, not taking care of your health, not taking care of the bare necessities. But violence against the soul is to give the soul another body. Again. So violence is a very big definition. Being non-violent, ahimsa. Ahimso paramo dharma. But that ahimsa paramo dharma not only includes not killing other animals, it also includes killing your soul. For you to take birth again and again and again and again. Sariya? I have Tamilians living in my house right now. So, truthfulness. Truthfulness. Meaning, I will not compromise on the truth. Whatever is the truth, I will accept it. First of all, accept the truth. Don't deny the truth. You may follow it later, but at least accept it. No? Smoking cigarettes is bad. A smoker should accept it. Then he can tell, sir, I'm addicted. Yeah, ye theek hai. But don't tell that smoking cigarettes is good. It is accept. I don't know Bhagavad Gita. Good. That's a good thing. I don't like Bhagavad Gita. Did you read Bhagavad Gita? No, I don't. What do you call such person? Fool. Okay. You have not read Bhagavad Gita. You have not understood Bhagavad Gita. And you don't like Bhagavad Gita. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? मूढ़ा, पागल. पागल बोलते हैं कि नहीं? Be truthful. At least be truthful. Yeah? Someone in my office came and told me, sir, I want to learn Bhagavad Gita. Very good. You want to learn Bhagavad Gita? Very good. Here is a Bhagavad Gita. Padho. You want to come to satsang? Here is a satsang. There are 10 places of satsang in Apple. Please come, sit down, learn Bhagavad Gita. When somebody in the office says, it's all sentimental knowledge. I don't know what you read, what you get out of it. Just learn your life yourself. You don't know how to live. An animal can learn how to live. Why you need a Bhagavad Gita? Animal doesn't need a Bhagavad Gita. Why you need a Bhagavad Gita? क्या बोलेगा उसको? हाँ? He's thinking as an animal. He wants to live like an animal. So I told him, yes, very nice. You can live like an animal. You don't need a Bhagavad Gita. I'm a human. No. If you want to live like a human, then you need a Bhagavad Gita. You need. Right? Sandeep Prabhu, aage aao. I can't see you. You can sit in a chair, please.
So one question. These are the qualities of a godly man, correct? So, is it necessary to go back to Krishna? Is it necessary to have all these qualities, or others also can go back to Krishna with other, like those who are having total devotion, bhakti is there? Is it necessary to have all these qualities to go back to Krishna?
Okay, Prabhuji, a person who lives in the spiritual world has all these qualities. A person who goes back to Krishna has all these qualities. Right? Without these qualities, you cannot go back to Krishna. And you cannot go back to Krishna without these qualities, both the ways. Right? You cannot say he's godly, but he doesn't have these qualities. ये भक्ति कर रहा है लेकिन इसमें quality नहीं है, तो भक्ति नहीं हो. It is not bhakti. He is faking it. Something wrong is doing. हाँ, like मैं पूजा करता हूँ, मैं यज्ञ करता हूँ, मैं नारियल फोड़ता हूँ, मैं अगरबत्ती जलाता हूँ, मैं घर जलाता हूँ. मैं कृष्ण को मानता हूँ, लेकिन मैं किसी के ऊपर, मैं किसी पे दया नहीं है मुझे. I don't feel compassion when I look at others. Then you cannot go back to Krishna. If you are Krishna conscious, you will feel compassion on others.
Like one of the things is the study of Vedas. Is it necessary to study Vedas to go to that?
Well, how else will you know what is right, what is wrong? How else will you know? At least don't deny studying of Vedas. Okay, I don't have time to read, but at least say to Hare Krishna, I could not read Vedas. At least feel that guilt. Some people say, नहीं वेद वेद पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है यार, मैं पूजा करता हूँ. That is अहंकार. वेद किसने दिए? भगवान ने दिए ना. Appreciate everything that God has given. At least have that appreciation. You may not read Vedas, you may not come to class, but at least appreciate that those who are going to class are good. Studying of Vedas, ultimately after the study, what quality you should get? Appreciation towards God and everything God has given. rejecting Vedas and saying I'm spiritual is nonsense. Krishna will tell in this chapter one of the qualities of a demoniac person. He will never read Vedas. He will reject spiritual injunctions. He will create his own path. I'll sit in a pyramid, I'll go back to pyramid. I'll sit in whatever. Yes. Yes. Veda's authentic version. You will have to hear from, you have to go to a Sampradaya Acharya and you will find. Yes. In ISKCON you have a lot of, ISKCON is part of a Sampradaya. Brahma Matva, Goddess Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya. And not all Vedas are documented because, we don't have time. Some Puranas are. Mahabharata is also translated by, some Itihasas are translated. Ramayana is translated by the Acharyas, by the people in disciplinic succession. Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya has authorized scriptures. Madhva Sampradaya has authorized scriptures. You can go to Udupi Krishna Temple, you can find some books there. Anything you buy in a Sampradaya place, good.
This Rigveda, what we hear, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda.
No, it's very big. Rigveda and Samveda is very, very big.
Any document like this, Rigveda, Yajurveda?
Well, I have not really explored it. There should be, but there is not like fully translated one. Partially some aspects of those Vedas are translated, but not fully. Yeah. Gita Press has translated, but again, you need guidance when you read something from Gita Press, because you read something and why did he say that? You don't know, so then you need guidance. Yeah. Authentic versions are there, but not everything. You need godly qualities. You need compassion. Lord Brahma, when he created creation, in 3rd canto of Bhagavatam, 9th chapter, 8th shloka, he says, Kshutrutridhatunena imamuho ardhyamana sitoshnavatavarshair itarascha Kamagnina Achyutarusha Sudhurbarena Sampashyato Manaha Urugraha Sidate Me. It's a beautiful shloka, he says. What is the meaning of this? Brahma created everything. And then he sees Narayan and he says, Narayan, I'm very sad that I created all this. Why? I'm looking at these living entities and I'm feeling so sorry. I'm feeling so sorry. Why? Kshutrut tridhatunena. Kshut means hunger. Kshut, K-S-U-T, Kshut. Kshutrut means thirst. These people are dying with hunger and thirst. All the time they have hunger and thirst. Every day, every night they have hunger, thirst. If that is not satisfied, they go mad. They are so disturbed. Right? Kshutrut tridhatunena. Tridhatu means three things in the body which are affecting you. Your bile, which is your liquid produced by liver, your mucus that is produced to keep your throat soft, everything going, and wind. These three things are troubling them. All the time there is trouble through bile or through mucus or through wind. Kshutrut tridhatunena ima muhur. Ima muhur, there is always ima muhur. Always everybody. Ima muhur ardhyamana. They are suffering. Okay, this suffering is okay. What is the next suffering? Kshutrut tridhatunena ima muhur ardhyamana. Sitoshna vata varashair itarascha. Sita Ushna, summer and winter. Summer and winter are troubling them. Are you getting troubled by summer and winter? Everybody is getting troubled. Too much summer, too much winter. Cough. Cough during winter. Right? Infections. Brahma is seeing all this. Don't think Brahma is not seeing all this. He's seeing everything. See, Toshna Vata. Vata means what? Wind. Wind-related diseases. Right? Vata Varashayar. Varashayar means what? Rains. Varsham. Varsha, rains are too much or rains are nothing. No rains. not adequate rains or untimely rains. Untimely rains. Sitoshna Vata Varashe, and Brahma is like Itara Itarascha, and many, many things. Many, many things. Itara Itarascha. Right? Sitoshna Vata Varashe, Itara Itarascha. Then he says, now all this is okay. They're already getting troubled, but these fellows, Kamagnina, Kamagnina, they have so much lust, so much desire to enjoy. Kamagnina, sexual urges, or urges to enjoy. Lust is filled in them. Anywhere they see, they are like looking for, I want to enjoy. Desperate throughout their life. Kamagnina varashe achyuta rusha. When that is not satisfied, anger will come. Undefiable anger. You cannot handle that anger. So much anger is there. They are suffering with an anger also. Brahma is saying. Their body is troubling them, nature is troubling them, and now they are troubling themselves with their desires. Kamagnina achyutarusha sudurbarena. Endlessly. Struggling, perplexed. They are sudurbarena. Perplexed. They don't know what to do. They need guidance. And then he says, looking at all of them, sampashyato manaha. I am looking at all them. My heart is filled with, pain. Looking at this people in Gauli Roti. My own Krishe. In this, he is looking at it. He is saying, Urukrama. Oh, great actor. He gives name. Urukrama. Oh, great actor. Please fix these people. See that they may. Fix that. Is it a nice verse? I was reading it, I felt so nice. My father knows my situation. I have all those things going on. Kshutrutridhatvena, Kshutrutridhatvena, imamuhu ardhyamana, sitoshna vata varashair, itarascha, kamagnina achyutarusha, suduruparena, sampashyato mana, urukrama, sitate. So, that is the quality of a saintly person. We are discussing our contribution. Brahma is a great saintly person. He is looking at all of us and is feeling like that. What all they are going through. Right? So that is also, that quality is, it is needed in a saintly person. He should not feel satisfied for himself. I am sitting in my house and I am happy. No. He is not a saintly person. He is a self-centered person. A saintly person cannot live in the house. He has to come out and he has to distribute. If I give you a diamond, how long will you keep in the pocket? Have you seen people keeping diamonds in the pocket and walking? They have to show it to others. Okay. Have you seen any ad coming in the TV? Beautiful diamonds, this jewelry, please keep in your pockets. You see? No. Diamond is supposed to be shown. In the same way, somebody who gets Krishna cannot keep Krishna. He has to give Krishna.
You see the poor diamonds.
Huh?
The diamonds, if you see, they are glittered in the shop very well. The moment you buy it, goes to the locker.
Yeah, don't keep this diamond in a locker. This is a diamond. Isko locker mein mat rakho. Like you keep your diamonds in the locker. Don't keep this in the locker. Remove from the locker and show it to others. It will shine. It will shine. Yeah. Next. Non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger. Yes, we have to get freedom from. How do you get freedom from anger? If you control your desires, your anger will come into control. Desires is a big problem for anger. Unfulfilled desires. Renunciation. Start becoming unattached to everything. Attach yourself to Krishna. Attach everything you have to Krishna. 3 things. Detach yourself from everything. Right? Attach yourself to Krishna and then attach everything to Krishna. ठीक है? पैसा छोड़ो मत, पैसा कृष्णा को दो. घर छोड़ो मत, घर कृष्णा को दो. Family छोड़ो मत, family कृष्णा को दो. This is true renunciation. Right? Tranquility, aversion to fault finding, compassion for all living entities. This is all self-explanatory. Freedom from covetousness. Can somebody browse this?
Covet means to want something.
To want something, craving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
వేరే వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఉంది మనకు కావాలి
To want something that others have.
Strong desire to possess.
Yes, strong desire to possess. So you should, but you can utilize that in Krishna's service. If you look at devotee and he is very devoted, you should ask Krishna, I want that. That is a good thing. Right? Gentleness, modesty, steady determination. Always be determined. Don't give up your determination. Vigor. Vigor meaning? Josh. You need that. Forgiveness. You should learn to forgive. Right? First person to forgive. What is it, son?
It is fine. I just turned on the internet to raise it.
Oh.
On the notification.
Oh, okay. Forgiveness. Forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself. For whatever faults you have in you, forgive yourself. Don't become hopeless. Prabhuji, I see only bad in me. No, you're not bad. You are never bad. You are part of Krishna. How can you be bad? Yeah, because you are in wrong association, you got some bad things. Change your association, become good again. Right? You don't need to feel pity or bad about yourself. That is not the point of spirituality. Of course, you will see a lot of bad inside you when you start the practice of spirituality. Arey, what is this? I'm so angry person. I'm this person. I'm that person. Krishna, how will I change? When will I become pure? That feeling will be there. But don't become hopeless that, Arey, I'm bad. I'll remain like this only. You don't have to remain like this. You can change yourself. Right? Determination, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. I have to be respected. I'm so special, I have to be respected. No, you don't demand respect. You will know how much this quality you have of the hunger for respect when someone disrespects you. Till that time, no, I don't want any respect. No, I'm fine. I don't care. Your neighbor will call. Keep your door properly. Why? Huh? Tell me what you tell. Pura nikal ke bahar aayega. You will know how humble you are until somebody humiliates you. Then your humility will come out. Huh? So, for measuring that, sometimes Krishna sends a good neighbor, or a good boss, or a good, somebody beside your workstation, or somebody on the traffic. He'll come. He'll give you that measurement. How much you've controlled your anger, how much you've controlled your, how much humble you are. Right? All those things you can. So when somebody like that comes, please, just namaste. Thank you. You just made me realize how much I'm infected by these diseases. Sariya? Tamil. Okay. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. All these qualities are naturally there in a person who is God conscious. Naturally. He doesn't have to pretend. A sadhu has all the good qualities. You don't have to become good to become a sadhu. Become a sadhu, you'll automatically become good. And what does it mean to be a sadhu? All these qualities. Dependence on God, divine qualities. Right? Many of us are wanting these qualities. How many are wanting these qualities? I want these qualities. Yes, we want these qualities. Right? These qualities are good to live. Even to live in this world, these qualities are good. To go back from this world to the spiritual world, these qualities are needed. Yeah. Okay.
Also, freedom from the past or aham, that is not the requirement.
Oh, it is. It is. All these things are because of ahankara only. No? Ahankara is the root cause.
But we have these all these things, then people will feel proud and show that
Yeah.
I'm the great person.
Yes.
Some even now that a lot of people are having.
Yes, Prabhu. False ego means what? There is true ego, there is false ego. True ego is I know I am the soul. False ego means I know I am the body. Right? So the moment you become spiritual, your false ego will automatically come into control. But that is the root cause of all of this. Everything, false ego is the root. Aham kara, I am the doer, I am the person. There is no God in that. Ahankara, aham kara, both are same.
That is not mentioned.
No, it is by default. All these things are part of that only. All these are part. Ahankara vimodhatma kartaham iti manyate. Krishna already mentions that. The ahankara is the biggest problem. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimodhatma kartaham iti manyate. He thinks that I am the doer, I am the doer, I am the doer. And the person who thinks I am the doer, he has pride. Actually, reverse of all these things is ahankara. Whatever qualities Krishna has mentioned here is for godly person. He is not mentioned ahankara because it's not a godly quality. When he goes towards demoniac qualities, he'll tell ahankara is there. Like that. By bound, this reverse of this is ahankara. Yeah, I didn't mention that he should not have ahankara. Like that, I did not mention. Yeah, that is true. But that is like default. Yeah. So 26 qualities are mentioned. Dambho, Dharpo, Abhimanascha, Krodha Parushyam Evacha, Ajnanam Chabhi Jatasya, Partha Sampadam Ashurim. Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature. Hosanna Pratha. So Krishna is continuing. Yeah. Arrogance, pride, arrogance, this all comes from your ahankara. Conceit, anger, harshness in your dealings. Right? There is also part of demoniac quality only. Like ability to insult people very nicely. Ability to ridicule people very nicely. Some people are very expert in insulting. You know? They start insulting the opposite fellow will want to commit suicide. They take the person almost to make him feel that he should. Now there is no choice. Who commits suicide? So that's a demoniac quality. That's the quality of people in the mode of ignorance. Tamoguna. They're very good in insulting. They're very good in finding faults. They're very good in ridiculing. Most of them become stand-up comedians. They're very good in that quality. Finding faults in others, ridiculing people. I'm not saying every stand-up comedian is bad, but that's one of the qualities needed to become a stand-up comedian. Right? Finding faults in people, saying bad things. Like, have you ever seen a stand-up comedian talking good about anybody? You see? He'll always find faults in anybody. That is what makes people laugh. Isn't it? Yeah. But there are some stand-up comedians who find faults in them and say how nonsense, what kind of person I am. That is still a good thing, you know. He's making fun of himself. The greatest comedian never makes fun of others. He makes fun of himself. One such great comedian is Charlie Chaplin. He never made fun of anybody. If you look at him, he becomes funny for himself. Stupid things he does. Once Srila Prabhupada was going in a flight, and he had 2-3 sannyasis sitting beside him, you know, Indradhunya Maharaj and few other Maharajas. And everybody, as soon as the flight started, everybody opened Bhagavad Gita, somebody took chanting back, Prabhupada is there, you know, let's not look here and there, let's chant. Close their eyes. And suddenly they heard somebody laughing. Ha, he's laughing. Who's laughing? They opened it. Prabhupada was laughing. Why is Prabhupada laughing? This is Prabhupada is watching movie. There was a movie being played in the TV. TV box was there. In those days also in the flight. Prabhupada is watching movie. Then they looked, the Charlie Chaplin movie was coming. So Prabhupada was laughing. And they looked at Prabhupada. Prabhupada. Afterwards, yeah, Prabhupada, you're not supposed to watch movies, right? You told that is Maya, right? So Prabhupada said, no, look at that person. He's so funny. He's so funny. And I'm just thinking, if he is so funny, how is the source of him, Krishna? How funny is Krishna? How funny is Krishna? Right? Like that. Then immediately everybody closed their books, chanting back. They also started watching. You should see, you should appreciate Krishna in everything that you see. Yesterday night, India won World Cup, right? What if Krishna had bowled the last over? What if Krishna came to bat? No problem. Think at things there. I mean, look at things like that. Krishna is a great sportsman also. In Vrindavan, Goloka, he's the greatest sportsman also. And by the way, he gets defeated by his friends also. Right? So in everything you can appreciate Krishna in a good way, not in a wrong way. Right? That is also Krishna consciousness. So conceit, harshness, ignorance, these qualities belong to those of demoniac nature or sanna pritha. Daivi sampad vimokshaya Nibandhaya Shurimata Masucha Sampadam Daivim Abhignato Ashi Pandava Abhignato Ashi Pandava. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demoniac qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. So after explaining all this, he's telling Arjuna, don't get good. You are divine only. Right? You are a good person. That is the reason I am telling you these things. What is the greatest quality Arjuna has? He is not envious of Krishna. He is not envious of God. What does it mean when you're not envious of God? What does it mean? You're not envious of God. What does it mean? You're ready to follow the instructions of God. You're accepting that He's God. You're all envious of God. That is the reason we are. Envy means what, Prabhu? I want what he has. I want to be greater than him. Right? I want to make sure that I live like him. That is envy. Anger is level 1. Hate is level 2. Envy is level 3. You become envious of God. Prabhu, envy means what? I want to be like God. I should be worshipped like God. Whatever God is experiencing, I want that. Yes. It unfortunately, subtly, without our knowledge, little bit of that thing we are still carrying. Of course, we are coming to satsang, which is good. But that is still there. That godly. Like, I'm the in charge of the house. Everything has to happen with my approval only. Position of God. Instead of that, you should keep God in your house. Any decision making, any confusion is coming, take them in front of God. Tell them, whatever you're planning to do, is it approved in Bhagavad Gita? No. Then let's not do it. That is, but if I keep myself as that center of the house and say, whatever I think is right for everybody, maybe with good intention only, but that is kind of you putting yourself in place of God. We have to be very careful in our dealings. Envy is such a subtle thing you can't even experience, but it is there inside you. Envy means anger means you don't like somebody. Hate means you start talking about it to others. I hate this person. You don't keep, person who hates doesn't just keep in himself. He'll go and make a big propaganda. Envy means you start acting on that anger. You literally start action plan now. I want to destroy that person. You're envious of that person. So, envy is the next level. Envy is the most greatest anartha. Pride and envy. Krishna says in this chapter further, he talks about envy. Right? Envy we should never be. And actually, when we become God conscious, automatically envy will go away. Because, see, are you declaring somebody greater than you or no? Yes, automatically envy will go away. Problem is, people don't want anybody greater than them. That's the reason they don't come to satsang also. Because every time God, मेरे बारे में कब बात करोगे? I want to be the center. I want to be the center. That is a problem. You don't need to have to be the center. Keep God in the center. Right? All our ancestors kept God in the center. So they lived peacefully. The moment you remove God from there, then everything is nonsense. You're just managing envy of everybody in the house. But you bring Krishna in the center, automatically envy will decrease. You keep him in the center. This material world is a place where everybody is envious of God. I don't want God. I want to use God. God is needed to be used. I'll go to Tirupati, mera kaam kara de Balaji. If you don't do that kaam, I'll go to Ramalayam. That is not working, I'll go to Shivalayam. That is not working, I'll go to some Baba Dhaba. Amma. Right? That's what we do. We don't want to love God. Where there is pure love of God, there is no envy. Right? I want to serve you, God. The Jagannath festival is coming. I want to serve you, Jagannath. What is the time?
9:39.
Huh?
9:39.
9:39. Okay. So, envy is there. Yeah. Text 6. द्वौभूतसर्गौ लोके अस्मिन् दैव आसुर एव च दैवो विस्तरश प्रोक्त आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु. O son of Pratha, in this world, there are two kinds of created beings. One is called the divine and the other demoniac. I have already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Now hear from me of the demoniac. There are two kinds of people. People who are demoniac, people who are divine. In this material world, people land up in these two categories. Right? When people start coming to satsang, they are in between. Neither demoniac nor divine. They want to become divine, but still they are controlling their demoniac side. Right? Which is a good thing. And when the day they become divine, they'll go back to the divine. And if they don't, then again they'll come back. They'll continue the journey. Right? So Krishna is telling, I've already explained all these qualities of divine to you now. Hey Arjuna, now I'll tell what is demoniac. What is the meaning of demoniac? Demoniac किसको बोलते हैं? पवित्रिं च निवृत्तिं च जनाना विदुर आशुर न शौचं नापि चाचारो न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते. Those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. That clearly बोल दे. They don't know what to do, what not to do. They'll do whatever they like to do. Have you seen such people? मैं करूंगा क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा लगता है. నేను ఇట్లే చేస్తాను, నాకు ఇట్లే ఇష్టం. నీకేమైనా కష్టం? Right? They realize it. They don't want to know what has to be done, what should not be done. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. Remember this word, want to know. They don't even want to know. Before marriage, when boy and girl meet for alliance, these days they're telling each other, don't stop me from what I'm doing. I am what I am. If you accept me the way I am, then marry me. You see that? That fellow says, Amma, we should both learn to know what is good, what is bad. No, I don't want to marry you. Get lost. I want to be what I am. Accept me the way I am. Somebody puts a t-shirt, accept me the way I am. You see that? Whatever I am, accept me the way I am. You're a donkey. No, you cannot say that. Tu gada hai. No. Accept me the way I am. I'm accepting. That's why I'm telling you, you're a donkey. No. Accept me the way I am. How many of you have accepted the way others are? Tell me. You don't accept. You tell nonsense is nonsense. Our ancestors had the right to say nonsense is nonsense. But Western civilization don't say nonsense is nonsense. And they've created few words which stop you to talk also. If somebody comes and tells you, Prabhuji, you're becoming obese. I think you should control your weight. I say, yes, Prabhuji, that is, you're telling me. In US, they'll tell you, you're body shaming me. One word to soothe the other person. You're body shaming me. Was that word existing in India? Now they brought that word. You're body shaming me. Body shaming is pagal. You have a problem, I'm telling you. समझ रहे हैं ना? This is Western civilization. ना मत बोल मुझे. I am what I am. I am perfect the way I am. I know what has to be done, what doesn't have to be done. You don't have to tell me. नहीं? इन लोगों को क्या बोलते हैं? Demoniac. मैं नहीं बोल रहा बाबा. रिकॉर्डिंग सुन रहे, मैं नहीं बोल रहा. कृष्णा बोल रहा बाबा, मेरे ऊपर सुमत करो. प्रभु जी ने आज बॉडी शामिंग किया है. There are some words that are, like, husband tells a wife or wife tells a husband, you should not do this, it's not good for you. You're abusing me. Abuse किधर से आ गया? ये word किधर से आ गया? Abuse. Legally applicable words, abuse, body shaming. और कुछ है क्या? मतलब बहुत words आ गए. Many words in society today. People just want to use it. You're a racist. I never ran a race. What is the meaning of racist? Everything,
Communal.
Huh?
Communal.
Oh, you're communal. You're communal. Bolo Jai Sri Ram? You're not secular. Jai Sri Ram बोले secular है क्या? लिख के उसके अंदर. You're not secular. इसको बोलते हैं, they don't know what has to be done, what should not be done. They only say what I did is right. That is one of the qualities of demoniac people. Prabhuji, how are you tagging me as demoniac? You are also creating a tag now. Demoniac. मैं create किया. मैंने किया, Krishna ने किया रे बाबा. Krishna is telling what are demoniac qualities. They don't want to know what is right, what is wrong. They will do what they want to do, and they'll expect the whole society to accept it. They'll expect the whole society to accept it. What is the epitome of MIT, OIT, CIT, QIT, PIT, 40, all that R word, dur word? After all that education, now Americans don't know whether they're a male or a female. They're discussing in courts now. I am male, female, lesbo, homo, romo, homo, kutta, pagal, bhens, everything they are discussing. After all this education. Then just think about it. Where is the society going? Kidhar ja raha hai? I will do what I want to do. Once Prabhupada was giving a lecture in Australia, He was giving Prabhupada. You all should not live like an animal. Ahara bhaya mitra maitunamscha. You should rise yourself, become, spiritual. You are all human beings. Durlabha manusha janma. Don't take birth again. One fellow got up. Swamiji, I want to take a birth like a pig. Argument. He told, don't take birth like cats and dogs and pigs. Prabhupada told like that. Immediately one fellow got up. I want to take birth like a pig. Prabhupada told, you have my blessings. क्या करेंगे? पागल को क्या बोलोगे? What can you tell? A fool, what can you explain? Right? You cannot, don't even try to explain a fool. He'll make you a fool. You should avoid themselves. ठीक है. चलो. क्या करना है? You like to do this? Do it. No, one day you will know. If not today, tomorrow you will know. Right? मैं ऐसे ही करूँगा, तो मरो. किसको क्या करना है? So these kind of people are demoniac. So Krishna is saying those who are demoniac do not know what to be done and what is to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. Sometimes they are truthful, sometimes they are not. Sometimes they are kind, sometimes they are not. There is not like sometimes. If you are kind all the time. Right? It's not like sometimes. Yeah, situationally something demanded you to be, loud and thing. Yeah, that is okay. But that is situational demand, not your way of doing things. So Lord Krishna is telling who is demoniac. Okay? Prabhus, Matajis, don't start thinking of others who are like this. Think about you. This chapter is for us. Bar jate, verse number 16.72, 16.82. No, that is not the problem. You should look at yourself. Mirror में देखो अपने आप को, मैं किधर हूँ, right? Prabhupada quotes about Manusmriti also. A very sensitive matter Prabhupada is saying in the second purport. As of behavior, there are many rules and regulations guiding human behavior, such as the Manu Samhita, which is the law of human race. Even up to today, those who are Hindus follow Manu Samhita. Laws of inheritance and other legalities are derived from this book. Now in the Manu Samhita, it is clearly stated a woman should not be given freedom. That does not mean that women are to be kept as slaves, but they are like children. Children are not given freedom, but they does not mean they are kept as slaves. The demons have now neglected these injunctions and they think that women should be given as much freedom as men. However, this has not improved the social condition of the world. Actually, women should be given protection at every stage of life. She should be given protection by the father in her younger days, by the husband in her youth, and by the grown-up sons in her old age. This is proper social behavior according to Manu Samhita. But modern education has artificially devised a puffed up concept of womanly life, and therefore the marriage is practically now an imagination in human society. Nor is the mortal condition of the woman very good now. The demons, therefore, do not accept any instruction which is good for society, and because they do not follow the experience of great sages and the rules and regulations laid down by the sages, the social condition of the demonic people is very miserable.
This is modern. This is for today.
Huh?
This is for today.
Yes.
It was written long back, but it is true.
It is. Prabhupada. Acharyas know, they are Trikaladarshi, they know what is going to happen also. Right? Now, what is the aspect about, now you might say, Prabhuji, ab uska koi word hai kya? If you tell anything in feminism or your,
That's fake.
huh?
Fake.
Why are they saying you should protect women? You should understand this. Please understand this. Right? Women are not supposed to be kept in the house and say you are housewives. No, that is not the case. Greatest women have played great roles. There is a book written recently by Shubhavilas Prabhu. 100 great women from Vedas. Please buy that. Order it. My wife recently got it. 100 great women from Vedas. You'll understand what is a woman's role. Great roles. Great roles. She is the one who told Pandavas, go fight. Kya kar rahe ho? Chudi pehn ke baithe ho kya ghar pe? Right? She is the one who told Lord Rama he has to come and fulfill his duty. Hanuman, you cannot take me. Let my husband come. Right? It's not like that. People actually have negativity towards, Vedas because they think it is for suppressing women. No. But their Vedas explain women have to be protected because man is a cunning dog. I'm sorry, I'm also sitting here. But that is how the nature of man. He wants to enjoy. He wants to enjoy. He is attracted to a woman's body. Can you tell me the philosophy why mongoose fights with snake? Why mongoose fights with snake? What is there in the snake that mongoose doesn't like? Or what is there in a mongoose that snake doesn't like? बता सकते हो कोई? They have done an experiment. They have put snake in one room from its birth. They put mongoose in another room from its birth. After they have grown to a good stage, they brought both of them into one room. They both killed each other. There is no, there is no logic actually. There is no logic why a mongoose hates a snake. In the same way, don't try to search logic why a man is attracted to a woman. Don't try to search logic. A woman's body has to be kept in such a way that it is not exposed too much to a man, because this fellow is a dog. I mean, I'm being very straight and blunt here. Manu Samhita is saying this. Manu Samhita is saying for a reason. Saying for a reason. Protect. Because these are dogs. A man is never satisfied with one woman. Who controls a man? Woman. Woman controls a man. Only a woman can control a man. A good wife can control the husband. A good chaste wife can control a husband. Am I praising men or praising women here? I am telling what is the reality. A woman is more intelligent than a man. Remember that. In feminine qualities, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, woman is more intelligent than a man. Because she knows how to control a man. In the right way. Right? But if women are found here and there, in a very vulnerable state, men are going to take advantage. Baba, there is no doubt about it. Don't even keep a doubt about it. Even a spiritual person, he is affected by women. So he has to protect himself. Right? There is a reason, why Gungat Panna, Chunni Panna. There is a reason. The reason behind that. Please follow that. That is important. It's important. Because men are going to see and want wrong things. But their vision is like that. They come with that anartha. They've come with that. They're born. Mongoose is born with that anger towards snake. You don't go and question the mongoose. Man's whole life is a tapasya to come out of that. A man's whole life is a tapasya to come out of that thing. And a woman's life is to help a man come out of that. Right? It is all there in the Vedas. It's there in the marriage. When we do the marriage, the mantras, you have to help your husband follow his path. Right? It is there. To look beautiful is the nature of a woman. It's not the nature of a man. To see what is beautiful is the nature of man. To look beautiful is the nature of man. It's there. Right? So they will wear nice. Women will always dress nicely. You just look at how many colors men are wearing, how many colors women are wearing. We like to, like once my guru was telling in this, in the big satsang, look at the amount of colors on this side. Look at this side, no color only. Right? Have you seen men, hairstyles? Have you seen how nicely women comb or tie, or even if they leave it loose, they're nicely. Have you seen men hairstyles? These days, my son.
We have forgotten the combs.
I forgot the combs. These days, my sons, or anybody, a lot of teenage, their hair should be like. This is a hairstyle. It should be completely, aloe vera. That is style. Oh my God, it's austerity when they come out of the toilet. क्या करूं इसका मैं? Right? Hair conscious. There is a verse in Bhagavatam which says people will become hair conscious in Kali Yuga. Hair is the most important part of their body. Right? And for a saintly person, hair should not be there. They completely shave the hair. Yeah, hard wenga, khatam. But it is like that. It is like that. So Manoj Samhita is telling what is good, what is wrong. Accept it. Accept the Shastra. There is a reason. Don't wear things that will disturb men's consciousness. Where these people are prepared to be disturbed. And who will take advantage? Today, are women happy in America? When great sannyasi in ISKCON, Jay Advait Swami Maharaj once was explaining, he's an American. He was saying, man and woman, they got married. The woman is not beautiful anymore when she is in her 30s, 40s, but she's very independent. It's an American situation. I'm also earning, you're also earning. Big deal. She doesn't take care of the man. Man wants emotional security, he wants love, care all the time. After that, I know. I'm earning, you're earning. Big deal. That fellow is in 40s now. When he was in his 20s, he had an education loan, this loan, that loan, he did not have money. Now he's in 40s. Now, what will happen? He will have money. He can buy a convertible car also. This woman is misbehaving, she's like, she's not treating him nicely. Get lost. Divorce. At the age of 40 plus, when you get divorced, who is in the advantageous position? Man or woman? Man. With his convertible, he'll get an 18-year-old girl again. There are so many available. 18 साल की लड़की आके बोले, "Hurry, you are so rich." He'll put hair color, he'll do this, that. He'll go in a nice convertible, he'll look at a girl. Girl will also say, "Hurry, he's a rich man. I'll go to him." But a 45-year-old lady, what will she do? She has to now look like an 18-year-old girl. She's pressured because nobody she can attract. You know what I'm saying? This is going on in America. This is going on in America. So many women in their mid-age are divorced, they don't have a husband, they're looking for boyfriends. Right? So many. Nobody is happy. Don't think they talk about feminism, I'm independent, I'm this, I'm that. But in Indian culture, a woman is more and more happy as age progresses. Because she has a beautiful family, an understanding husband, children properly brought up. She's happy with this. That is the asset, greatest asset. And she's protected from anybody else. And she doesn't want anybody else. She is very happy with what she has. This is the way it is. Right? If you put yourself vulnerably in front of others, then you are at disadvantage. A man will again find a woman. Don't even think about it. I'm not telling that is a right thing. I'm saying because of his lust, because of his craving, he will find another woman. But a woman can't keep finding a right man again and again and again. He will also not find a right woman. He'll keep using. One after the one after the one after the. This whole culture is demoniac culture. It will not allow you to focus on Krishna. It will not allow you to practice the spiritual life. So many divorces today in Indian society. So many. People are scared to get married. I keep getting profiles, Prabhu dekho, Krishna conscious ladki chahiye, Krishna ladka chahiye. One fellow is divorced, he wants to marry again. One fellow, Mataji is divorced, she wants to marry again. And first of all, understand 16th chapter, how you have to live. Then you will automatically find a partner. When you find a partner, you should know how to. Greatest education is not in any university, Prabhu. Greatest education is to learn how to live with others. To keep the institution of marriage. That is the greatest education. One of my friends, was saying, my daughter wants to do this education, my daughter wants to do that education, my daughter is this, not. अरे सब कुछ करने के बाद उसका divorce हो जाएगा, क्या करोगे? After all that education, all the richness, your convertible car, your big whatever Flatzilla, one flat on one floor, 10 crore flat, 10 this, all that. Your daughter has come back to your home after marriage. She's divorced. क्या करोगे उसका? Where will you again go and find another person? Right? Your son has married somebody, divorced, and he's come back to the house. क्या करोगे उसका? How will you find happiness? How will you be happy? How will he be happy? नहीं होगा ना? Prabhu, that is why spiritual education is very important. Our children should be trained in spirituality. Otherwise, they cannot live in today's society. They can't have a married life. They can't have a marriage. They can't live with anybody. ये लोग समझते नहीं. People think, प्रभु जी आप religion सिखा रहे हैं. मैं religion नहीं सिखा रहा हूँ. मैं कैसे रहना सिखा रहा हूँ. All these demoniac and good qualities that Krishna is describing, they are for whom? For us. For our children. If you go and teach them morals, they are not ready to listen. Bring them to this class, they will automatically understand. You know what is the greatest moral those three children are learning? The greatest moral, how did their parents are sitting and learning. That's all is enough. Don't think whether they are learning Bhagavad Gita or not. They have learned a great lesson that they have to learn. Even when I grow up, I have to learn. I should go and sit in a class. My parents used to sit in a class. I was playing in the garden. My parents used to sit in a class. That little impression is enough. That little impression is enough. We don't have to teach them. Some parents, रोजी मेरे बच्चों को भगवद गीता सिखा रहे, तुम सीखो पहले. बैठो. बच्चों को बच्चे अपने आप सीखेंगे. When you sit, they enact their parents. They will become devotees. You don't have to do anything extra. श्लोक बोलो, ये बोलो. अच्छा श्लोक सिखाओ बच्चों को, लेकिन don't expect them to learn philosophy. Philosophy, life will teach them. First, be ready to learn what to do and what should not be done. Okay? Yeah, this is very, very important. Otherwise, we are always perplexed. Hare Krishna. We'll stop here. 16.7, 16.8 onwards, we will continue next week. What is the time?
10:05.
Huh? 10:04. I wanted to speak a little about Jagannath. Is it okay? Jagannath Rath Yatra is coming. So, who is this personality called Jagannath? Ye hai kaun? Who has big eyes, hands like this? What is this avatar? Is he avatar or is he avatari? Is Swayam Bhagwan or is avatar of Bhagwan? There is a difference. Swayam Bhagwan, avatar of Bhagwan. Jagannath is not avatar, he is Swayam Bhagwan, Swayam Krishna. Right? So how did he appear? Jagannath appeared. There used to be a great king called Indradumna, the great devotees, great king. He ruled the whole planet. But he was very, very sad in his heart that he is not able to serve the Supreme Lord. He is not able to serve God. He was somehow not satisfied with his life. He had everything. So he went to his ministers and he told that I am not satisfied from within. I want to serve the Supreme Person. Can you please tell me where can I find and how can I serve? There are many temples, everything is there, but somehow I'm not able to connect. Then one of the ministers, I forgot the name, I'll tell some other day. He told there is this great Supreme Lord's, deity called Neela Madhav, and you should serve that Neela Madhav, and you will be very, very satisfied in life. Said, then I have to find that Neela Madhav. Where is this Neela Madhav? Then the another minister told, I can go and find Neela Madhav if you permit me. So he has to search Neela Madhav in the forest. In the forest, he has to go, where is this Neela Madhav deity? Right? He goes and goes and goes and goes and searches. Finally, he could not search the Neela Madhav, but the forest people search him. What are you doing here? They call Shabaras. So they look at this minister. What are you doing here? This whole story is there in Skanda Puran, very detailed. I'm going very fast to explain. So I'm searching for this Neela Madhav. Oh, you're searching for Neela Madhav? Come. So there are two versions of the story actually. One version says they took him to Neela Madhav. Another version says they blinded him and taken him to Neela Madhav. Right? There is Two violins. Let's go by the one version of Skanda Puran where he is actually taken to Nilamada. And he climbs the steps and looks at Nilamada. Oh my Krishna, how beautiful you are. You are the person whom my king is looking for. And he comes back to the king and he says, I have found Nilamada. The king is, wow, you found Nilamada? I want the Nilamada now. I want to install this Nilamada. I want to serve this Nilamada. So the whole king with his entire entourage, whole ministers, everything, he goes to find the Nilamada. The minister is taking. On the way, they go to a forest king, and the forest king is very depressed. What happened? He said there was a huge rainfall and floods, and everything got washed out, including Nilamada. And the king is, oh my God, how can this happen? How will I exist without Nilamada? No, he did not even give me darshan. He did not give me darshan. Right? And then at that time, Narad Muni comes. He was a great king. Narada comes and says, oh king, don't be in depression. Don't worry. You will find Nilamada. Nilamada comes in his dream, the king's dream. Actually, initially, I did not forgot to tell that. So he says, the one who are looking in your dream is going to come in a different form. The same Nilamada will come in a different form. Just be prayerful and wait. Don't lose your hope. And Indraduni Maharaj, he starts praying, oh Krishna, please appear again. And then a fragrance comes from the sea. Nice fragrance comes from the sea. So what is there in the sea? They all go. They take boats and go into the sea, and they see huge logs. Daru Brahma, log, wood. Lord Jagannath is also called Daru Brahma, the one who is made by wood. So the wood is giving so much smell. They are floating and coming through the sea. You immediately understand this wood is not ordinary. And Narad Muni says, here is Daru Brahma. He is now appearing in the form of wood. Get him carved as a deity from this wood. And when that wood comes, they bring that wooden logs to the shore. And there they wait for the right person to come and carve it. And Vishwakarma, the greatest architect, he comes there in a disguised form. And the ministers confirm that he is the right person to carve. And Vishwakarma says, one condition I'll carve. You will not disturb me. If you disturb me, I will leave the deity the way it is. I'll go. Nobody will knock the door. 15 days the carving is going on. 15 days. And king and his wife, Gundicha, his wife's name is Gundicha. They both are sitting outside and they're waiting for the deity to appear. Their desperateness is increasing. They're waiting for so many years to see the form of the Lord, Nilamada, and they're waiting now, and this deity is getting carved, and they're sitting outside. And suddenly the sound stops, the carving sound stops. They become even more desperate. Carving sound has stopped. Why is that person not showing the deity? So she becomes desperate. Maybe something happened to the person who's carving. Why don't you open the door and see? Maybe he needs help. Maybe something has gone wrong. Maybe you open the door. So Indraduni Maharaj can't control his desperate to see the Supreme Lord. He goes and opens the door. And what does he see? Unfinished deities. The deity has hands, but it doesn't have legs. The deity has a face, but doesn't have properly carved nose and mouth. The deities are like that. All the three deities are carved. Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. Jagannath's brother, Krishna's brother Baladev, and their sister Subhadra. And immediately they sit down and Vishwakarma gets up and says, I told you. You should have waited. And they leave. He leaves. And Indraduni Maharaj is in great pain. What did I do? Oh Krishna. I did an offense because of which your deity did not get carved completely. And immediately Narad Muni comes and says, what are you talking? It is complete. This is the form of the Lord that is complete. He always has his arms like this because he always wants to hug us. His eyes don't have eyelids because he doesn't want to see faults in others. He only wants to see what is good in others. Any small good thing you do, he wants to see. So Jagannath's eyes are don't have eyelids. Right? See, if Krishna closes eyelid, you might do some fault. Right? He's always keeping it. You might see some good, and he may miss it. You have done something good, and he closed his eye. Arey, God did not see. Here, there is no question of God not seeing. He always like this. You see anything good. My children doing anything good. Jagannath is completely. Some people, Narad says, some people believe in God who has a form. Some people do not believe in God who has a form. Now here is Jagannath who has a form. He doesn't have a form. Both will believe him. Advaitavadis will believe him, Vishishtadvaita will believe him, Dvaita will believe him, all philosophy will believe him because it's Jagat ka Nath. Right? So immediately, Lord Jagannath is installed by Indraduni Maharaj, and there is a Gundicha Mandir, which is his wife's. So Jagannath, that mandir represents Vrindavan. So Krishna going to Vrindavan from his main temple to Gundicha Mandir. He goes there, stays for 9 days, and he comes back. 9 days, Lakshmi Devi is very angry. This fellow has left me and has gone to Radharani. He's gone, he's left me, he's staying somewhere else. She's very angry. So while coming back, Jagannath brings khaja, everything for Lakshmi Devi. He brings bangles, he brings these saris, brings so many gifts for Radharani, for Lakshmi Devi. He comes back, right? So there is a return yatra also. So this is Jagannath Puri. But there is another story in Skanda Puran where, Lord Brahma is very, very upset with, I just told the verse. Kshatratridatunena ima muhur ardhyamana sitoshna vata varashair itarascha. So he's seeing all the pain after his creation. Kamagnivirachyutarusha sudhuruparena sampashyato manaha urukrama sidatene. Oh Krishna, please do something about the creation. I don't know what to do. These people are suffering. What to do? And immediately Narayan says, don't worry. I have created a place on the planet. where I will appear. Anybody who takes birth in that place, anybody who goes to that place, anybody who worships me in that place will come back to me out of all these problems. He will also never take birth again in this material world. Immediately Brahma says, I want to go to that place first. Mahajanosa Gatasa Pantha. Right? Because Brahma Bhunaloka Punarati, Brahma is today. Brahma is also affected by more than like, what? I want to go to that place first. Then he asks, what is the speciality of that place? Right? Lakshmi Devi comes. It's also called Sri Kshetra. It's also called Sri Kshetra. It's also called Purushottama Kshetra, the same Jagannath Puri, Purushottama Kshetra. And it's also called, what is that? Shankha Kshetra. If you see from the top, it looks like a conch shell. The whole place of Jagannath Puri looks like conch shell. And there, he's saying nobody will take birth again. Anybody who goes here, this, that. Then Brahma becomes very happy, but one fellow becomes a little confused. One person. Who is he? Yamaraj. What is this? I will become jobless. If everybody goes to Jagannath Puri, what is my role to play here? You are telling that everybody who goes there will come back to you. Who will come back to Naraka then? There has to be somebody in the jail, right? I have to correct that fellow. So Lakshmi Devi comes and says, hey Yamaraj, please understand. You have many other places you can find your candidates. But Jagannath Puri, forget about it. Because anybody, please remember this, Lord Lakshmi Devi is telling this, anybody who walks few steps in Jagannath Puri gets the benefit of circumambulating the entire planet 7 times. Anybody who walks few steps in Jagannath Puri gets the benefit of circumambulating the entire planet 7 times. Yamaraj is thinking, what is this? And Lakshmi Devi goes further. What to speak of this? Anybody who sleeps in Jagannath Puri gets the same benefit of going into Samadhi. Just sleeping Jagannath Puri. And then Lakshmi Devi says, what to speak of that? Anybody who speaks anything in Jagannath Puri gets the benefit of reading all the Vedas. Is it too much? And Lakshmi Devi goes one more level. He says, when I see from here, from where I am, when I look at Jagannath Puri, even an ant in Jagannath Puri has 4 hands of Narayan. This is too much. And Yamaraj goes and he's sitting, Brahma and Yamaraj are sitting in this lake, and there is a Rohini Kund in Jagannath Puri. A crow comes there and takes some water. It takes some water, and suddenly the crow gets 4 hands. This is too much. This is too much. And Lakshmi Devi says, now you understand? So that is Jagannath Puri. But what is the glory of this place? What is the glory of this place? He asks. Yamaraj asks, but Lakshmi Devi, what is the glory of this place? He says, there are many, many glories. There used to be a great sage called Markandeya. He got a boon. That he will never die. I mean, this long, very, very long life. Very, 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 very long life. But that's a very good boon, but there is a problem because the planet keeps changing. Brahma's day, everything is nice. Brahma's night, everything goes into ocean. All the planets sink into ocean. Then what? So Markandeya Muni, during Brahma's night, has fallen into ocean, is trying to float. Everything is there. But there is one part of the planet which is still floating up, which never goes down even during the time of Brahma's night, and that is Jagannath Puri. That particular Purushottama Kshetra will always be above the water. And Brahma looks at that, Markandeya Muni looks at that Purushottama Kshetra, and he, wow! And then he sees a small child, infant, small child, sleeping on a leaf. A leaf is floating near the bank of that island. And he sees, and the leaf, and the child picks up his leg and he's sucking his toe. Children do that, right? He looks at that little, and that child's name is Vatapatra Shai, not Sai. Nothing to do with Sai Baba. Vatapatra Shai. Right? So Shai means the one who is sleeping on Vatapatra leaf. Right? Vatapatra Shai. So he takes that, he puts his thumb in his mouth. Why Krishna is keeping the thumb in his mouth? Because everybody is talking about his lotus feet, your lotus feet, your lotus feet. Like, what is there in my lotus? Let me taste and see. Everybody wants to touch my feet. What's there? Something special in my feet. Let me touch and see. Let me suck it and see. Some taste is there. So, Markandeya Muni sees that. And he starts singing glories of the child. And the child looks at Markandeya Muni and takes a breath. Can everybody take a long breath? Like that he takes. That's all. And what happens? Immediately the whole universe is sucked into his nose. Markandeya Muni also goes into his nose. That little child. Everything, all the creation, sea, earth, planets, universe, it is gone into his nose. And then he's sitting inside the nose, inside the body, and he's seeing stars, universes, everything. And again he exhales. Again he comes out. Again he's in the ocean. He's in the same condition. What's going on? Right? And then he falls in love with that child. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. The cause of everything is this little child. And he's a little Krishna, the Gopal. Right? And he sits down, goes to the island, sits down, and he starts meditating on that child. And when he's meditating, Lord Shiva comes with Parvati. What is he meditating on? I want to see what is he meditating on. I want to see what is inside his heart that is meditating. He said, Markandeya Muni, what are you meditating? Can you please tell him, what are you meditating? He's so much engrossed in meditation that he doesn't even look at Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is speaking, Are, please tell me what you're meditating. Even I want to see what you're meditating on. He's completely in meditation. Then Lord Shiva thinks, I'll take the same route that Krishna did. Krishna took him, sucked him like a wind to pull him inside, then again threw him outside. I will also go through the wind only. So Lord Shiva and Parvati, she turns into a wind and they go through his nostril into his heart. And they go and see who is he meditating on? Krishna. They see Krishna. Kshirodakshay Vishnu. They see in his heart. And Lord Shiva and Parvati immediately pay obeisances to that Supreme Lord in his heart. And because he is meditating on Gopal, suddenly he sees beside Shiva and Parvati. Markandeya Muni suddenly sees Shiva and Parvati. Because Gopal is his heart. Suddenly Shiva and Parvati also come inside. So he says, Hare, Lord Shiva and Parvati also come. He immediately comes out of meditation. And then he opens his eyes, he sees Lord Shiva and Parvati. They are sitting right in front of him. And immediately says, oh, my dear Lord, please give me bhakti. Because you are Vaishnava, you are the greatest Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambho. Shambho is the greatest Vaishnava. Please give me devotion towards Gopal, towards Govinda, towards Krishna. And immediately he blesses. Lord Shiva blesses. Yes, please go ahead. And Parvati Ma, Lakshmi Devi actually, gives a Shivalinga to Markandeya Muni. Right? Even now in Jagannath Puri, there are two great Shivalingas, Markandeshwar and Lingeshwar. Second one, I'm not remember the exact name. But what is it? Huh? Lingaraj Swami. Right? You see those two deities. No. Lingaraj Swami is in Bhuvaneshwar. Bhuvaneshwar. Huh? Yeah, there is a Mahadev. Markandeshwar Mahadev is there and another Mahadev is there. Please forgive me my. So I forgot. So here is the two Shivalinga. You should worship when you go to Jagannath Puri. Very, very important. And so many places in Jagannath Puri. So that is the power of Jagannath Puri's dham. Right? And why does Krishna have a form like this? What is the time? 10:25. Should I tell you 5 minutes more? Is that okay? So you should know now why Krishna is like this. Yeah. There are two stories. There are two different histories about Lord Krishna getting this form. First history, I'm telling everything in a very short way. It can go on for 3 hours also. Each one of this story. I'm telling very short way. Once the wives of Krishna in Dwarka wanted to hear the glories of Krishna in Vrindavan. My dear husband, he is very formal in his suit and blazer. I want to know what he used to do when he was in Vrindavan. Right? In Dwaraka, Krishna is very different. But we want to know. Because all the time on the bed, he's sleeping, we are sleeping beside him, he's telling Gopi, 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 Gopi. What is that Gopi has, which we don't have? My husband is attracted to gopis, but we are not that gopis. So what do the gopis have? What exactly is to happen? We want to know more about him. And who is the person who can tell everything about Krishna and Vrindavan? Right? They keep searching. And there is one amazing lady who comes forward. Her name is Rohini. She is the mother of Balaram. She tells, I can tell the whole Leela. But there is a problem. If Krishna hears this, he will go back to Vrindavan. So make sure you keep the doors closed. And I want a very good doorkeeper there. Who is that? Subhadra says, I'll be the doorkeeper. I'll stand. Right? So she's standing near the door, and Krishna and Balaram don't know about this, and the Vrindavan Leela is being discussed. All the 16,108 wives of Krishna are sitting, and they are hearing the Leela of Krishna. And Rohini Mata is explaining the whole Leelas one by one, the childhood Leelas, youth Leelas, everything. And then Krishna, because the Vrindavan is being uttered, he immediately understands somewhere here Vrindavan talk is going on. He tells his brother, Chalo, let's go. We have to go in here. So both of them, they are searching in Dwarka, palace to palace, and they find out, this is the palace where something is going on. So both of them come, and hidingly they slowly go towards the door. And Krishna says, Balaram, let's go close and keep our ears to the door. Because it looks like they've closed the door. They don't want us to hear. Let's keep the ears to the door and hear. So the door has this gap, right? Somewhere there. So they go close to that. Both of them keep their ears very, very close. And they are starting to hear the Leela of Krishna and Vrindavan. Krishna is totally engrossed. He's remembering Vrindavan. And Balaram is he's remembering Vrindavan. And suddenly the door is a little shaking here and there. Subhadra gets it out. Something is happening outside. Top, she opens the door. And immediately they look at each other. And they look at each other with so much fear. And in the rasa of Krishna, they look at like this, that their hands go inside, legs go inside. Right? They're stunned. When you're stunned, how do you look? Like this, isn't it? So your hands automatically come like this. Your eyes automatically go completely wide. Right? And legs are shrinked. And looking at both of them, what kind of form is this? Even Subhadra goes like Subhadra, the arms also go inside completely. And seen, when it is seen, that is like the greatest ecstasy of anybody whose arms have gone inside, legs have gone inside, eyes have completely open, greatest ecstasy. And this is seen by Narad Muni. Huh? What kind of form is this? And immediately all the hands, everything come out, and she says, no, you are not allowed here, to close the door, everything happens. But that form is seen by Narad. Immediately goes to Krishna and says, that form should be seen by others also. Because that form is the greatest form in love for Vrindavan. Please show that form. Please make others, give access to others to see that form. And Krishna immediately blesses. That, okay, Narad Muni, I will appear in that form in Purushottama Kshetra. And he appears as Lord Jagannath. The same Krishna. Right? And we pull Krishna from Dwarka to Vrindavan. So the second story is Krishna, after the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he goes back to Dwarka, he's taking care as Dwarkadish, he's missing Vrindavan. He wants to go to Vrindavan, but he's seeing the responsibilities, so many responsibilities, he's not going to Vrindavan. But what did he tell the gopis? I will come back. When gopis told, don't go, he said, he didn't tell, I'll take some time. He said, I'll just go and come back. And 100 years he did not come back. They're totally shattered. So Krishna, he's remembering Vrindavan, and in that remembrance he faints. He just faints in Dwarka. And immediately Uddhava is the cousin of Krishna. As beautiful, looks like Krishna. He comes, what happened to Krishna? Krishna, wake up. Krishna, wake up. Immediately Balaram goes, what happened to Krishna? I don't know, he fainted. I think, in Balaram, he's remembering Vrindavan. It looks like, his bodily features is completely, he's completely in ecstasy. How do you wake this person up? How do you wake up? Narad Muni also comes there. Narad Muni comes always at the right time. He says, you better know how to wake up Vrindavan. So why don't you sing the Leelas of Vrindavan? Maybe hearing that he'll wake up. Uddhava says, yes, that is the right thing to do. Let us sing, some nice bhajan. Vrindavana ramyasthana divya chintamani dhama. Let us sing about Vrindavan. And then immediately, what is the problem? If he gets up, immediately wants to go to Vrindavan. Again, if you tell Vrindavan Leela and make him get up, he'll immediately go to Vrindavan. So, if he has to go to Vrindavan, there has to be a vehicle ready, right? He'll not stop. There's a vehicle ready. What is that vehicle? Jagannath ka Rath. So the Rath has to be ready. So one Rath immediately is made ready. Right? So in that Rath, Jagannath will go to Vrindavan. So the Rath is made ready. Okay, now let us sing. Okay, 1, 2, wait. He'll go to Vrindavan, but he has to come back also, right? Without that, Dwarka will be a problem. But if he goes to Vrindavan and he sees everybody in so much of misery and so much of pain, so much of separation from him, then will he come back? He will not come back. We need to go and explain them not to be in that condition when Krishna comes. When Krishna comes, don't be in that situation. Be a little happy, look a little happy. Oh, Krishna, you have come, very nice. Be like that. Don't be in so much of depression. If you are in so much depression, Krishna will not come. Krishna will feel, oh my God, I have caused so much pain to them, I'll never go back out of Vrindavan again. This is the problem. We need him in Dwarka. No. So we have to. So somebody has to go and tell the Vrindavan Vasis that please don't be in that situation. So they look at each other. Who will go? They look at Balaram. Balaram, will you go? Balaram says, see, after we killed Kamsa, I went. This fellow did not come, I went. I went and I told, as soon as I went, also, Yashoda Mai, the Nanda Maharaj, all Gopis, everybody told, when is Krishna coming? I told, I'll go back and he'll come. I told, so I have come here, I'll go back, he'll come. Definitely he'll come. I told that 100 years ago. If now I go, they'll beat me. I'm not going to Vrindavan. No, I'll not go. And then the Narad Muni and Balaram look at Uddhava. Uddhava, what about you? Uddhava says, are you kidding me? This Krishna sent me once to Vrindavan already. Once he asked me, because I thought I'm a great scholar, Brahaspati Shishya, I am the greatest. Krishna comes and takes suggestions from me. I used to feel so proud that Krishna is very close to me. I am very close to Krishna. I am very knowledgeable. With that ego, I was sitting, and Krishna wanted to remove my ego, so he sent me to Vrindavan. I went to Vrindavan. I thought I'll go and control the people in Vrindavan, but they started controlling me. I went to Vrindavan, and Krishna told, you speak whatever you want to speak with Gopal, but don't speak anything with Gopis. Gopis love for me, you can't go and control them. Don't do that. But with great pride, I went to Gopas also, who are playing as if Krishna exists. Krishna is not there, but they are playing. I'm like, okay, pagal ho gaye log. For them, there is Krishna always there in separation. And then I go to Gopis. Gopis are crazy. Their life is not there inside them. It's a big topic. I'm going very fast. The Prasadam is here. I told them, see, Gopis, I'll tell you a suggestion. You should control your mind. I will tell you how to control your mind. Gopis looked at me as if I don't have any mind. Gopis told me, if you don't mind, we don't have our mind because that mind's person has taken our minds also. We don't have any mind. We don't have any mind. So please don't mind. Allow us to be the way we are. Uddhava sees the love of Gopis in this way like craziness. They're crying, they are decorating themselves, they are dressing themselves, they are milking cows, and they are always thinking of Krishna as if Krishna is already there. For them, Krishna has never left, but Krishna has left. Srimati Radharani, look, Srimati Radharani, the supreme expansion. She is Krishna, and she is in separation of Krishna. She's scolding Krishna, and she's scolding Krishna and telling to a bumblebee. There is a bumblebee, and she's telling the bumblebee, this Krishna, this fellow, he left us. He did not tell that he's not going to come back. He's such a crooked person. He doesn't care about his parents. He doesn't care about Gopis. He doesn't care about Gopas. He's a cheater. He's that. He's this. She completely shouts on Krishna to the bumblebee. The bumblebee is hearing like this. And like, what to do? The bumblebee starts going. And immediately Radharani, wait, don't go. You don't go and tell Krishna this. I know where you're going. She starts the bumblebee. No, don't go. ऐसे ही बोल दिया मैंने. Don't go there. Don't go. She's talking to a bumblebee and she's crying. And Uddhava sees Gopis in this condition and he doesn't know what to say. What kind of love is this? What kind of connection is it? Krishna, what did you do to these people? I thought I had a lot of knowledge. My knowledge was a waste. My whole wisdom is waste if I don't have this love for you. Krishna, I thought I love you the most, but looking at the love of these Gopis, I have surrendered. Krishna, I have one desire. Please fulfill that desire. I want to be a creeper of grass in Vrindavan so that all the Gopis will keep their feet on me whenever they go here and there. I want the dust of the lotus feet of the Gopis for the rest of eternity. That's my only desire. And Uddhava becomes a grass of creeper in Vrindavan. And even now he is residing in a place called Uddhav Kund around Govardhan. Even now. We all can go visit that place, Uddhav Kund. And Uddhava tells to Balaram, you want me to go to Vrindavan and tell people now? I already am flattered. I cannot go and tell them, please cool down, Krishna is coming, please behave in such a way that Krishna will come back. I cannot tell them. Who is going to tell them? They are looking at each other. Narad Muni says, don't even think about it. I'm not going to go. Then one girl comes there, Subhadra. Subhadra comes and says, okay, I can do it for you. You all cannot do, I can do. I'll go. So immediately, okay, one person has come. Chalo, let's make a chariot for her. So immediately, she also needs a chariot to go, right? So chariot is made for Subhadra. And there is, Balram says, if you are going, I'll also come. My sister is going, I'll also come. I'm protected. You can go, I'll come behind. And immediately another chariot is made, Balaram's chariot. So now is it the right time to sing about Krishna? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They sing Radha Krishna's Leela, and Krishna gets up. And right before he gets up, Subhadra takes the chariot, zoom, she goes. And behind him, Balaram, zoom, he goes. And Balaram becomes more ecstatic as Vrindavan is coming. Without any knowledge, he tells his chariot, Jaldi baga, Jaldi baga. And his chariot goes in front of Subhadra's chariot. He's supposed to be behind Subhadra's chariot. Subhadra's chariot. And then Krishna also gets it. Where am I? No, okay, your chariot is ready, go. So Krishna gets into the chariot of his chariot, and everybody pull Krishna to Vrindavan. And they all go to Vrindavan. It's a long story what happens in Vrindavan. I'm tempted to say, but Prashadam is waiting. Right? But Krishna sees the gopis, and as he sees the gopis, shorter version I'm telling you, he goes completely perplexed looking at the devotion. So does Subhadra, so does Balaram. Just looking at Radharani, Krishna faints again. Again he is woken up, again he faints, again, looking at her. And in that ecstasy, looking at her situation, in his separation, his eyes become so wide and his entire body shrinks. And looking at the love of gopis and gopas, even the entire body of Balaram and Subhadra shrinks. And they appear as Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. Big story. Remaining I'll tell today in the center in detail. If you want to come there, you can comment here. What all happened when they go to Vrindavan. It's a big saga. Right? So that Jagannath. So what is the speciality of Jagannath Rath Yatra? Is that Jagannath who relieves us from all sins, all our next births, all our existence, and takes us back to that supreme spiritual world. That Jagannath needs our help to go to Radharani. And when you're pulling that Rath, you're pulling Krishna to Srimati Radharani. That's the greatest devotional act. Greatest devotional act. And that Jagannath Yatra we are doing in our community also. How fortunate are we? I mean, people don't know what they're doing. Anybody who has pulled that Rath will not take birth again. Guaranteed. To pagal bhi ho, kuch bhi ho. You are a software engineer also. You will go back to Krishna. Oh, yeah, you will go back to Krishna. Whatever you are, you will go back to Krishna. Just pull that Rath. And what if you become an instrument in making that Rath? What if you become an instrument in distributing prasadam? What if you become, you make rangolis for the Rath to go. Krishna has to see rangolis. Provision Mathis, there are a lot of services. You can make rangolis. How many want to make rangolis here? Come at 7 o'clock in the morning, 13th July. I have already bought the colors. If you want to buy colors, you can bring. I bought like 10 kgs of colors. It will be in my house. Take them, go and put rangolis all through. Your rangoli Jagannath will see. Whether it's small or big, he will see. So make one rangoli for Jagannath. Cook for him. Make 10 items. Make Jagannath likes to eat. Because he wants us to eat. Right? If I talk about Jagannath Leela, that's it. It will go till today evening. So many are there. So many are there. Make something for Jagannath with your hands. Without onion garlic, without any mushroom, no non-veg, in a nice bowl which is not used. Make something. You all can make something, right? Come on, something you can make. Make something for Jagannath. Invite him. Yes, please take me. I'm suffering here in this place. Please take me. Right? And please donate. Please donate how much ever you can for the Jagannath Rath Yatra. I'm really grateful for some of you have already donated. But donate. Because we need funds to do the Rath Yatra. We wanted 1 lakh, we are sitting at 20,000. So don't worry, it will happen. I am confident Jagannath, Lakshmi Devi iske liye to aati hai, to serve. And Lakshmi Devi is telling Jagannath is the highest. So please do it. I have already sent the QR code. It goes into the society account. From the society account, we use it. Every paisa is for Jagannath service. And how much donation you should do? थोड़ा pinch रहना चाहिए, है कि नहीं? After sending that, you should call me. Prabhuji, ज़्यादा डाल दिया. How do you reverse? Then you have done the donation. ठीक है ना? करो. That will relieve you from the attachment of money. That will increase your dependence on. ठीक है? There is a lot to speak about Lord Jagannath. I'm not qualified. I'm not pure to speak. I'm not a resident of Jagannath Puri. But how many of who has gone to Jagannath Puri will never forget Jagannath Puri? How many have gone to Jagannath Puri? That's it. बाकी लोग नहीं गए क्या प्रभु जी? आपको कभी कॉल आया क्या सुबह सुबह पर्सनल लोन चाहिए HDFC बैंक? वो जगन्नाथ का कॉल है, पर्सनल लोन लेके जाओ. मत रहो यहाँ पे, जाने से पहले मरने से पहले एक बार जगन्नाथपुरी चाहिए प्लीज. Yes, and so many more, so many more leelas of there of Jagannath. Someday we'll discuss. Bhagavad Gita philosophy मेरे को लगता है too much philosophy. जगन्नाथ का लीला अच्छा लगा? नहीं लगा? अच्छा लगा तो बोलो हरि बोल. अच्छा नहीं लगा? बहुत बस इतने अच्छा लगा. हरि बोल. नमस्ते नरसिंहाय. नमस्ते नरसिंहाय. हिरण्याकाशीपूर्वक्षः शीलकङ्कानकालाय. हितो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो. यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो. बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो. नरसिंहामतिं शरणं प्रपद्ये. अवकरकमलभरेण कामद्भुतशृङ्गा. ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु अनुलीला. जगद्रूपा नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे. जय जगदीश हरे. जय जगदीश हरे. अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु अनुलीला. जगद्रूपा नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे. जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे. जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव. जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज. जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद. जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. हरि बोल। भक्त विघ्नाश नरसिंह देव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह स्वामी भगवान की, अपकमिंग जगन्नाथ रथ यात्रा की, आज स्टार्टिंग द 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, all assembled devotees की जय। So we will not have class for the next 2 Sundays. Why? Because there is Jagannath Rath Yatra in 20 communities. Which means next Sunday you all can go and attend Jagannath Rath Yatra in another. Right? So next Sunday morning is the Jagannath is coming out of his main temple, and we are doing 8 Rath Yatras. Me and my friends, we are all doing 8 Rath Yatras in 8 communities. My home in the morning. In the morning, the Rath Yatra is in my home Avatar, my home Ankura, Muppa Indraprastha in Telapur, and one more community, I'm forgetting it. In the evening, it is there in again 4 more communities, right? Near in Manikonda is happening. It is happening in some other places. I'll send you the whole list. So 4 Rath Yatra in the morning, in Aparna communities in Chandanagar, Lake Breeze, Silver Oaks, there is a whole community there. There it is happening, right? And it is also happening in BHL Ramalayam. There is Ramalayam in BHL, there it is happening. In the evening, thousands of people are going to come. And all those Rath Yatras are being performed in a grand way. So many people are getting opportunity to go back to Krishna. Yes. Right? And 13th, so 5 days of gap, because everybody we have to slog in our offices. Jagannath Rath Yatra can be done in the 9 days when Jagannath is out. So 13th morning, we are doing it in my own Krishe, Hari Bol. Yes. Along with Krishe, it is also happening in another community called, in, what is the place? It is happening in Manikonda. It is also happening in one more place on the same day. I'll tell you the list. And 13th evening, there are again Rath Yatras happening in different other communities. Totally, we are doing 20 Rath Yatras, right, for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath. And on 14th morning, it is happening in my home Vihanga, right opposite, right? You can also come. Whoever can come there can come. You have residence, permission, you can take, you can get inside. And we do there. And then 14th evening, don't miss this 14th evening one. Because all other places, we are using one Rath. But we'll keep Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra in the same Rath. But 14th evening, one Rath for Jagannath, one Rath for Baladev, one Rath for Subhadra, and all the Raths will also have a small children's Rath, where all the children, Matsi, prepare them for children. So all the children will have their own Rath. And children's Rath will go first. Adults Rath will come behind. And we have the biggest problem we face in Rath Yatra is to control the children. Well, they'll do the whole parikram in 1 minute. So there will be children's Rath. So my humble request is, please encourage your neighbors, your relatives. You can call your friends and relatives to your home that day, 13th morning in my own Krishe, and give them an opportunity. If they pull that Rath, maybe they tell them that they should start attending satsangs. They start reading Bhagavad Gita. For their good, they'll get all the qualities. So please encourage them. And if they want to donate also, they can give you and you can donate. Right? So the QR code is already there. And I'm also grateful to everyone who is donating for the prasadam here in the morning. We are continuing this saga and we are honoring. This is not food. Never been the feeling that this is food. This is offered prasadam of Jagannath. Right? And because of this, the interest is still there that we should continue our education on Bhagavad Gita. So thank you very much. We continue this 16th chapter, the demoniac and divine qualities. Next week, don't miss the chapter. There are a lot of interesting things Lord Krishna is going to speak. Next. Okay. But we'll continue this chapter. I don't know the date. So 14th and maybe 21st. So 21st we'll re-meet again. But we should meet before that also. Right? And by the way, the day on which Krishe, in my own Krishe, the Rath Yatra is happening, His Grace Radhesham Prabhu is coming to give lecture. Right? That's amazing thing. So don't miss that. After the Rath Yatra, in the main hall, everybody will assemble in the main hall and lecture will happen. Don't miss that lecture. My humble request. And please be available for services. We have services to decorate the hall. We have services to decorate the Rath. You all want to decorate the Rath? We'll bring all the flower garlands. You can also bring. You can keep decorating, tying everything. 9:30, Jagannath has to be brought from my house, our house, from 501 down. Dancing, you should bring Jagannath. Jagannath doesn't come walking like this. He likes to dance because he's very happy. He's very happy that he's going to Vrindavan. So he comes dancing. So you have to bring dancing also. If somebody doesn't know dance, don't touch the deity. Jagannath allows us to touch him that day. Hold him, dance, Hare Krishna, and come down. And dancingly keep him on the Rath. And then we do Aarti on the Rath. And then we say, Jagannath, now we are taking you to Vrindavan. And everybody pulls. And it will make one full circle of every single building in this community. And all the fortunate people, we make unfortunate into fortunate. Like I was unfortunate, I think I'm fortunate now. So we make unfortunate fortunate by asking them to come and pull the Rath. Let's all of us do it together. We have satsang and let's be first in that process. We need people to distribute prasadam. As Rath is going, Jagannath Khaja is going to be distributed. Who wants to distribute Jagannath Khaja? Yes, so you can volunteer. So there will be whole khajas made. So one khaja and a cup of prasadam with khichdi, nice hot khichdi and khaja. Whoever eats that will get 4 hands. And whoever missed it will get 4 legs. Next life. Right? We don't want to take birth as an animal. Get 4 legs. You want 4 hands like Narayan, you can go. So take the opportunity and be ready for the Rath Yatra. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari. Thank you very much for the delay. Please forgive me. Hare Krishna. Hari Gaur. Mahaprasadi Govinde.